tier 2. And meanwhile, Fly creeping another expansion. It is possible to expand twice his orc on this map because the human just has to stay so contained because Sky isn't going to be building any, or isn't going to be moving out with an army for a very long time now. He'll have to wait for, well, firstly a paladin, and then secondly a sizable air army, because otherwise, if he just has a couple of Dragonhawk riders, they can just be ensnared. And Sky, I think, got that, or Fly, sorry, got that kill there. There's so many players with similar names. There's Sky, Fly, there's Psy, there's Shy. It's crazy. It just gets so confusing. It looks like Fly's sticking around. He actually got a Mana Stone, and so he might give that to the Panda as well, or he might give it to the Goblin Alchemist if he gets that third. I'm not sure if he's started tier 3 tech yet. No, not yet, but his expansion should be nearly done. Meanwhile, Fly just got that third creep and almost has a level 4 Blade Master now, and I think his Panda will be level 3, maybe? Yeah, level 3, just level 3. And putting up another expansion now as well for Fly, so Sky really needs to start scouting a bit better. Maybe just even with the Goblin Lab, just getting a couple more 50 gold scouts really for to check what's happening, because you can't afford to be being outmined 2-1 unless you're really good at out micro them. And obviously Fly, just one of the best players, he's definitely not going to be out microed. And Sky blocking off the entrance to his gold line with just a couple farms, that's quite sensible, just because it's going to stop raiders from moving in around this area here and just getting some free hits on the town hall with sort of without having to go through all those towers. And Fly actually at 50 food, so he's not able to build more peons for his Great Hall, but it looks like he's just going to bring some up from lumber. Maybe he's bought a shredder. No, but he's putting up a war mill. And what I would do if I were him is I would move these lumber ones to this mine here when it finishes, and then maybe buy a shredder later when he pushes into upkeep, because a shredder will provide all the lumber he needs, because he won't be needing that much lumber from here on in. I imagine he'll build a couple more bestiaries, I guess, but nothing serious. Meanwhile, tier 3 tech has now started, and first Dragonhawk rider is now out for Sky, and he might get ensnared here actually. Oh, very nice by him. I think he just scouted that was going to happen and managed to move away just in the nick of time. And meanwhile, Paladin's out, and Mountain King's been ensnared, and taking some damage. He does have a TP, and Paladin will heal him a bit, but I think he might be able to bolt his way out of this, but the Blade Master actually wind walks away and moves to focus to the Paladin, who looks like will now go down. He does have a healing potion, but and Sky does use it, and does actually look like he's managing to get away. It's surprising that Fly isn't doing more ensnares, but there's the ensnare there, and this is going to kill the Paladin here. So not a great start for the Paladin, but level 4 Mountain King, that's obviously going to be useful. It's actually almost level 5 at this point. And level 3 Panda with just so much mana. You can see 450 and then also a Mana Stone. But Sky just with his bolt managing to take down 2 raiders here, and looks like Flies now has level 4 Panda, Haze on the Mountain King, and looks like he's going to try and TP away, but I think this Dragonhawk rider could get Breath of Fire. Yes, he does, and he does go down. So a bit of bad luck there for Sky, but it's not the end of the world. He does have the economy for a short while longer, but I think soon Fly's going to catch him up, and that's when really Sky's going to have to make a decisive push. What you often see is Sky come in with, ooh, this is careless. You often see Sky come in with some ivory towers and just put down the towers out of sight, and then move in with his whole Griffin, Dragonhawk rider malarkey, and just sort of really do a lot of damage. And that's what he's doing now, I guess. I'm not sure where he's going to put these towers, but yeah, he's putting them out of sight. And Fly is putting up one tower just to be careful. I'm not sure if he started tier 3 tech. Yeah, he has. Actually, he's almost done. He's putting up a Spirit Lodge as well. That's going to be very good for if he gets a Witch Doctor, just for sort of free map pack, basically. Obviously, this guy's really not going to be able to do much about it. And just having all that vision is so useful. And it looks like Fly's going to go, and he does buy a Shredder now. That's probably quite wise for him, because he has 1,300 gold and only 500 lumber, and he's just moved a bunch of wood peons to lumber, I think. Yeah, he only has 2 left on lumber now. Meanwhile, Sky looks like he's put up a couple towers. No, he just put up a tower, but he cancelled it, I think. I think it was just to scout a bit. And he has a peon, I think, building a 4th tower there, and he'll probably start upgrading that soon. He's bringing in, he has a couple Gryphons now. Let's check the upgrades. He has Animal Ward Training and 1-2 upgrades. Obviously, you need to focus on armor versus bats, and we have seen that Fly does have a couple bats out now. And unfortunately drawing a bit of fire from the creeps now, and the first bats are coming in, not doing a whole lot of damage, but sort of enough damage. And obviously this watchtower is going to go down really quickly to Griffin fire because there's not the reinforced upgrades yet. And Fly should really just run these peons away because there's not really much they can do at this point. And looks like he's TPing in now, and this is going to be bad for Sky. I think Sky should really get out of here because this panda, it's almost level 5. Actually, when it gets level 5, that's going to be really powerful. Surround on the MK immediately. He does have a TP, but he's almost level 5. It's almost a shame to leave before getting level 5. And lots of focus going down on the Blade Master. Blade Master does have a health stone which he can use, but instead he just wind walks away, and then Mountain King does go down, and Divine Shield being used for the Paladin, and actually a bit of a block there on Griffin, but 3 more bats coming in, and this is just sort of the huge production that's possible when you have expansions and a bunch of bestiaries. You can really just sort of get so many bats in so quickly, and you can see 3 more are in already, and nice separation there by Sky. You'll notice he moves all his Griffins away from each other so the splash can't affect him, and meanwhile this Bat Rider looks like it's just going to get killed by towers maybe later. A couple more towers being built for Sky, but he should really just cancel that one, I think. And actually a Spirit Walker out. I guess just the Spirit Link is quite nice just to have one Spirit Walker. Obviously you don't need to spend anything on upgrades, and a bunch of bats here. You should be careful with these because they can go down really quickly to tower fire. And it looks like, yeah, he's going to lose 1 to bats, but I think he'll be able to take out the rest of these towers with just his 2 heroes, and he should actually save this Spirit Walker as well. Yeah, he does actually with very low hit points. Very nice by him. And meanwhile, Sky having to power build his altered because his Mountain King was dead, but it looks like he's going to tavern it back anyway. You see up there, there's the tower there. These towers are now just going down net, and level 5.5 Panda and almost 5 Blade Master now. So Fly's in a very strong position now. He has this expansion up and running. He's put up a shop here as well. Does he have an orb? No, it doesn't. No, he doesn't. He should definitely buy an orb because he is now tier 3, I imagine. And yeah, he's getting more upgrades. He's getting the reinforced defense upgrade. He was 1 upgraded a second ago, I saw. Yeah, he's 1 upgraded. So obviously the defense upgrade is really useful for it because there's sort of 1 universal one rather than 2 depending on what unit you go. And 3 more ivory towers on the Paladin and level 5 Mountain King as well. Obviously Sky just creeped that small camp so he could get level 5. Level 3 Bolt, just so powerful. It does crazy amounts of damage. You can just use it if you want just to take out 1 bat before it comes and kills you. And no scroll of protection for Sky, but that's not too surprising considering it's still he only has 4 Gryphons. If he had more it would be worth it, but I don't think it is at this point. And it looks like this tower's going to get cancelled, but the Blade Master's almost here. So many bats, and Goblin Alchemist out as well. Obviously Goblin Alchemist can attack air without an orb as well, so has dual purpose sort of. And Mountain King taking a lot of damage, being healed, and now moving out. And it looks like these Fly spending a lot of bats just to kill 1 Griffin Rider, but I guess that's worth it because he does get some experience and he does have the economy advantage. And if anything though, he's revealed to Sky that he does have the economy advantage, but I guess that's not a huge factor at this point. But just a second. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, so Sky sort of in a bit of a problem, in a bit of trouble now, but I think he still can take it back. Looks like he's putting up a tower here, so he might be going for an expansion, but Fly immediately comes in and just starts beating down on him really. And the Bat Riders are in here now. He'll want to get his Goblin Alchemist in before using them, but it looks like he's just going to settle for the ensnare and kill of Mountain King, but but Sky manages to bolt and kill 1 Raider, and so it looks like that's not going to happen. And some very nice blocking there by Fly just with his Alchemist, and healing there from the Paladin and forced to TP out. So this is not going too well for Sky actually, considering he's being outmined. He's having to waste money on TPs and stuff, which would be okay if you were outmining him, but not too good anyways. And it looks like Sky's blocked himself in again to his base, and 2-3 upgrades now on the Gryphons. I imagine I'll get that 3rd attack upgrade soon, because he's at 62 food, so he should probably just spend his money on building more Gryphons really until he's up at sort of a really high food count. And now looks like Fly's gonna try and take this last expansion. He's putting in a watchtower there, and I think Sky's in a bit of trouble here. He really needs to have some really good micro. I think that's all that's going to do it for him, or sort of very nice timing of or positioning or something. But I think it's really going to come down to micro if he's going to win this. But I think Fly sort of winning this at the moment, and this is generally, I think, a human favoured matchup. Certainly on this map with this strategy, I think it generally goes for goes well for human. And Thu actually saying that there's 4 peons. Yeah, Fly being a bit careless, only putting 4 in the gold mine, but I guess he's at 80 food, so obviously building 1 more peon would be a huge mistake, and he's actually bringing in 2 more now for so he's over mining. It's nice compensation there. Still 0-1 upgrades on the bats,